Good morning, everybody. Um, I hope you all are having a good day so far. It looks like a nice day outside. Um, I woke up this morning. Oh, I woke up fine, but it was like an hour or so after I woke up, I started feeling this like really nervous energy, really nervous, anxious, anxiety. Um, um, I wanted to cry, but it's not my energy. It's not me. I'm not thinking this is coming from my family, my mom and my brother and aunts and cousins and everybody who are involved in all of this. I believe this is coming from them because I believe that they now know and understand that there is no stopping what's happening, that they are indeed going to be going to prison. I believe my mother actually had a dream or a vision seeing herself in the orange jumpsuit, and it disturbed her tremendously. I've been asking my spirit guides, and father, about my family because I haven't really gotten much information when it comes to my family. Most of this has been the people in Tennessee, and my mom is putting shut up spells on me, which is why I'm constantly having to clear my throat. I'm outing so many of her toxic traits and things that she's done in her life. She really wants me to shut up, but I'm not going to. Um, so in any case, I've been asking a lot of questions, Father, and spirit guides, but I haven't really gotten any information on my mom and my brother and my family. Well, today a crap ton of information came through. Like a whole bunch of information came through. Um, First of all, yesterday, the whole thing about the race. Um, I just want to say it was weird, a very weird video. Um, I was raised with very racist parents, um, and I never felt the way that they felt. And I believe that's why I felt like I needed to talk about it, because I was told what a disappointment I was because I dated somebody who was not the same um, pigment as myself. How disappointed my grandpa would be. And I mean, I was, humiliated and disgraced because of my choices. So I felt like that's why I needed to talk about that. That's why Father wanted me to talk about that. I'm sorry that video was just kind of all over the place. I'll do that again maybe another time when things are not as crazy for me as they are right now. Um, Things are progressing quickly. I did a reading this morning and things are starting to move quickly now. Yay! Yay! Um, so there was a person that made a comment on one of my videos about meeting for breakfast. Turns out that there were some crystals that had hexes on them that she was trying to give me from my mother. Um, it's funny that all of these people mock me, but they all want to be like me, especially my doppelganger. My mother used something called hot foot powder oil to have me removed from my house, to make me homeless, to lose everything. That was her doing. I'm supposed to let the authorities know to look into the reason why this couple is losing their home, because that's going to open up a lot of information, and it might even explain everything. So look into the reason why that couple is losing their home. I want to say this is my ex and his new squeeze, my doppelganger, their home. Look into the reason why this home is being lost. And Dad, Father God in heaven wanted me to let y'all know that I am going to get my fairy tale ending. And I will have my happily ever after. Thanks, Dad. There's a sister or cousin that is stalling a court case to keep me from having the house that I'm supposed to be receiving. They're purposely stalling this because they don't want me to have that house. And they're using my own money, my own inheritance money, to do spells against me. How's that for fine and dandy, huh? My mother has cancer. I believe it's colon cancer. And I'm supposed to let her know that this is going to be turning terminal because of her greed. Because of her greed. And she is absolutely infuriated that I can still manifest even when she tries to block me. And she absolutely hates me and blames me for everything that has happened to her in her past, even though she knows that everything that's happened to her is because of her own doing. But she blames me for her past. And it's her own little nasty ways that have caused her issues. She and see, now I'm thinking her and Tommy are cousins and not siblings. I'm thinking they're cousins. They are definitely related. Mother and Tommy are definitely related. But now I'm thinking more cousin instead of sibling. But they share sex partners in the past. They've shared sex partners in the past. An aunt or a sister has hidden legal documents about me. I want to say it's my aunt. For some reason, Barbara keeps coming to mind. My mom is actually doing magic against my family. Remember, I've talked to y'all before about how, my family's just like, don't, Grandma Sandy, she's just crazy. Don't worry about her. She's, how they just always dismiss all of the nuts that she does, and they don't take it seriously, and they just, like, it's just, nobody holds her accountable. It's just, whatever. It's Grandma Sandy, whatever. Well, that's because my mother is doing magic against them as well. She's doing magic against the entire family to keep everyone going along with everything she sells, with everything that she says. She has them spellbound to her. She puts stuff in the food, and I've mentioned this before. She puts stuff in food that she makes for people, and that's another way that she does these spells on them. She keeps them spellbound to her with the stuff that she puts in their food. And she truly believes that she is never going to get caught. She thinks that she is just the bee's knees, I guess. I don't know where that's at. I don't know where that came from, bee's knees. Anyways, she does. She doesn't think she's ever going to get caught. She has a history of identity theft. There are 2 to 3 cousins that are helping her with her magic, which is where Tommy comes in. And then he has people that they're all related, but he and his other relatives in Tennessee are doing this magic. One of those people is really, really sick and is vomiting a lot. It's because of the backfiring of their spell work. Glamour spells are being broken and people are starting to see you all for who you really are. Um, there are people who are actually doing work against my mother now because of truths coming out, because things are coming out, and they want her to stop, but she won't. She at all cost, she's going to win this at all cost, including her own life. But she won't stop, and there are people now doing magic against her. My mother works with Baphomet, who is a demon goat. She does sacrifices to Baphomet. She has sacrificed every child that she's ever had. My mother told me that she was pregnant. It would be 8 times, because there was me, who was the first, and then there were 6 others, or maybe less, before my brother. And then there might have been some after. But my mother has been pregnant 8 times and has sacrificed every single one of her children to Baphomet, me included. Obviously, it didn't work. I mean, it may have when I was younger, but it's not working anymore. And it pisses her off. Oh, speaking of which, mother is pissed because she can't control me. And the more she tries, the more it backfires. I am the only one that she's unable to control. She is and has been involved with human trafficking and sex trafficking ever since she was a young woman. She has sold her soul to the devil, the Masonic organization, the bad guys in the Masonic organization. She has sold her soul and taken blood oaths to never speak or talk of the things that she's done. But I'm telling you, these are the things that she's done, because it's time to come out now. Come on out, Mom. Come on out. Let the world see you for who you really are, for who I know you are. Everyone that has cast sacrificial animal spells on me, using raccoons and opossums, this is now going back to you. Anyone, anyone, anyone who has done an animal sacrifice on me, whether it's been with raccoons or opossums or cats or whatever it is, rats, rodents, and they eat these animals when they're done with these sacrifices, y'all. They sacrifice these animals and then they eat them. Anyway, anyone who's done any kind of animal sacrifices on me, against me, to me, it's now backfiring on you. There are people who are having skin problems so bad skin problems that there's black stuff coming out of their faces, as well as pus. They're going to go to the hospital because some of these people are getting so bad that they're going to end up in the hospital, and the physicians aren't going to know what's wrong with them. They're not going to know how to help them. This is your black magic coming back to you. That's what that is. Hearing about an uncle, which I'm thinking this may be my brother, that has OD'd or will OD. I think I've talked about this before. His addictions are getting worse. Everybody's addictions all around. Everybody's addictions are getting worse, because they're seeing that nothing is working. So now they're trying to, everything that they've done is coming back, and their karma's kicking them in their butt so hard, so fast, that they're just inhaling anything and everything addictive that they can to numb the pain, to let it, try to let it go. But these people are having problems sleeping. They're having problems eating. They're having problems in every facet of their life, work, They can't get work. There's people going homeless, people who are going hungry. There are so many things that are happening to these people because of the things that they've done to me, um, in the past and currently. But this, um, I'm supposed to tell this person who I think is my brother. They said uncle, but I'm thinking this is, my daughter who's involved in this, thinking this is my brother. Um, your addictions are getting worse all around. He doesn't want to go back to jail because of he doesn't want his image to be tarnished, but your image is already tarnished, is what I'm supposed to tell you. And that, God's not going to let you die. You are going to go back to jail. I have an aunt that was spreading rumors that I slept with her husband. That never happened. But now she's finding out that somebody she trusted is sleeping with her husband. Somebody paid schoolmates of mine to do magic on me. This aunt or this person is losing everything due to her actions and her lies. She's losing everything. She told people that I was dead. I mean, there are several people who have told people that I was dead because they assumed and expected that I would be by now. But here I am still alive, and all of these people that they told I was dead, now they're all like, what's going on here? Because they thought, I'd be dead by now, and my doppelganger, I don't even know what these people think anymore. They don't even make any sense to me. Told people that I was an addict, which we all know. I've already discussed that. People were paid to turn a blind eye. Law officials were paid to turn a blind eye. Law officials will be going to jail and fired from their positions. All of these people, mom especially, you're being haunted by the same demons that you conjured up on me and others. Someone now is feeling really bad only because they're getting caught. It's not because they have maybe they do have a conscience, but it's more because they're caught. They're getting caught. That feels really bad, that has gone on with what's happening with me. They're considering actually going to the authorities, and I know exactly who this is that's feeling this way. I know exactly who this is. God said to you need to go within, and you need to ask yourself, how would you feel if this were happening to you? What would you want somebody to do if this was happening to you? If all of these things that were happening to me were happening to you, what would you want somebody else to do? What would you do? This Masonic organization, these people in my family have pledged their lives to this organization, and as I mentioned, has taken a blood oath. There were people here in Grand Junction that are associated with my ex-husband and his family that are in this organization. Family member of his aunt that stole from the church got fired from the church for stealing. They've sacrificed their own family members. There's a woman a man and a woman who sacrificed their son with death magic. They did a forced heart attack. Her husband has now had heart surgery and is being plagued with a lot of karma and may actually have to have another open heart surgery coming up here soon. Your son is now attacking you from the spiritual realm, is what I'm supposed to tell you. The little girl that is buried in the yard, that's a family member that got a lot of publicity. This family got a lot of publicity from this. They killed her, but they acted like they didn't know what happened to her. This little girl is buried in the back of the yard behind an oak tree. Behind an oak tree in the backyard. I'm being told in a white dress buried with a teddy bear. And this may actually be something that happened to John Bonet Ramsey as well. Buried in her family's yard. There was a reader that I watched this morning that had a lot of this information for me. There are several readers that are very, 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 very tapped in to what's happening in my life, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you all very much for everything that you've done. 1212, and I want you to know that when all of this comes out and when all of this is said and done, I promise I won't forget you. Okay, I promise I won't forget you. Things are moving, y'all. Things are starting to move quickly now. I'm pretty ready for this to come out. I am. I'm pretty ready for this to come out. I want to get back to my life. I want my own life. I want my life to be my life for the first time in my life. I mean, it has been somewhat since I took my power back, but I haven't been able to really live. I mean, yeah, I do things and I go places and I'm, taking care of myself and I'm doing all of those things that I need to be doing, but I'm not able or capable yet to completely live my life freely because of these people and this organization and this cult that are doing what they're doing to me, which again is against my constitutional rights and my civil rights. And I'm not going to stop saying that because that's the truth. And to all of those classmates that did things against me, that are a part of this organization or this cult, you are going to start reaping your karma as well. Yeah. I did a reading this morning and before I got on here, and it was quite wonderful. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Thank you, Father. All right, y'all. Hang in there with me because it's coming. It's coming. We're going to see it. I'm being told it's going to be on the news. It's going to be out. It's going to come out publicly. Everybody's going to know it. Everybody's going to see it. And people are going to now further, going to start seeing my mother, my brother, my family, and my daughter, my ex, and all of the people in Tennessee that are involved in this. The masks have fallen off. The illusions are gone, and people are being exposed and exposing themselves. Y'all are going to start seeing these people for exactly who they are. So keep your eyes open because you're not going to believe what you're about to see, but it's real. It's real. Just keep your eyes open. All right, y'all. Love each other. Please love each other. Don't do this kind of crap to other people. Don't be like this. Don't be like these people. Please, I beg you, don't be like these people. Be a good person. It's so easy to be a good person. So easy, much easier to be a good person than it is to be a bad person. It really is. Um, Love yourselves always. Truly, really, truly love yourselves, because without loving who you are and loving everything about yourself, even your flaws, you are not going to be capable to truly love another person. Okay. So love yourselves. And you know that I love you. And that's why I'm doing everything I'm doing, exposing everything I'm exposing, because I love you. I love your lives. I love your children. I love your children's children. I love you so much. God bless you all. I'll talk to you later, okay?